Go to this timestamp if you want to skip all my pre-video yapping. What is goody, my gang? It's Monocopsis again. Today I'm drawing food because I don't want to draw another fucking person. I really just want to test out all my new brushes. It looks like a 2-pack of ass, but whatever. I also really need to practice rendering, and it's because, as you can see, it's really fucking bad. We are Charlie Card. Okay, now let's get into the video. Today's topic is beauty standards and pretty privilege. People who say pretty privilege is not a thing are obviously pretty. Now, beauty standards have changed a lot over time, but currently what is considered beautiful is a slim yet curvy body, flawless skin, full lips, and sharp facial features, which is basically humanly impossible. This leads to people getting fillers, surgeries, injections, filters, and go on intense diets. Diets usually given by someone on TikTok who has no medical degree. Meanwhile, for men, they are expected to have a highly toned physique with low body fat but high muscle, sharp and youthful facial features, not to mention typically being well-groomed with little to no facial hair. Similarly to women, this causes people to go to unhealthy measures just to get that perfect body. Steroids, surgeries, insane calorie deficits, and low-carb diet, or whatever bullshit diet is being pressed by some random podcaster. While this kind of build is associated with being healthy, sometimes people go to extremely unhealthy measures to get it. With the rise of social media, this targets many more people than it did previously, not to mention even younger people. Teen boys expect their girlfriends to look like prime Megan Fox. Girls want their boyfriends to look like Ryan Gosling. Obviously, this is not all of them, but I've noticed a pattern in my years in school and years online. It's impossible not to notice the cultural shift. And yes, beauty standards have been a thing for literally forever, and people attempting to meet those standards have also existed for as long. But it's very easy to fake your appearance online, leading impressionable people of all ages to think they can achieve that with hard work, or thinking something is wrong with their appearance because they can't meet that standard. And I too used to be a victim of this. I thought I was gross for having too much body hair. My hips weren't wide enough even though my chest and waist was perfect. My dark brown curly hair was not the straight blonde everyone liked. That my heavy eye bags and tear troughs were ugly. My lips were too small. My eyelashes too short. My clothes were out of style and they were ugly. Thankfully, I have since escaped from that. I don't give a fuck about shaving my legs or anything. But a lot of people cannot say the same, and literal toddlers are falling victim to these standards. I won't put any photos for obvious reasons, but I've seen toddlers wearing less clothing than literal adults accompanying them. I don't mean like a little skirt that may be a little too short. I mean 2 tops and low-waisted sweatpants with hoop earrings and jewelry that is probably worth my entire life. And lash extensions. I've seen toddlers online with lash extensions. And at 3 years old, I don't think it's just the kids being exposed anymore. It's the parents purposefully buying and dressing their kids in those clothes. Like, ref, do something. This can't be allowed. Like, why is this parenting method still unpatched? The fact those kinds of clothes are even being sold for toddlers is just baffling. But money over ethics, I guess. Like, this Jen curriculumly got me crashing the fuck out. You know what else is making me crash the fuck out? Pretty privilege. Like, the elephant is begging to be addressed, but I've barely seen anyone talk about it. But hey, that's why I'm here, so let me just name off a few creators off my colossal sized noggin. Brooke Monk, I don't know how to pronounce this, the Calagaras sisters. I'll put a photo up, you know who they are. Haley Bailey, Addison Rae, Emiru. The list goes on, but as soon as I start recording, all my memories get wiped. Maybe I should start writing scripts. But there is one commonality between all of these influencers. They would not be as popular as they are if they weren't pretty. I am not discounting their talent, their humor, or whatever else made them famous in the first place, but the fact they are extremely attractive is the biggest factor into why they got so popular. Sorry if you hear my sister screaming. I'm actually, she's so annoying. Grown-ass adult, by the way, 18 years old, able to vote. Anyways, I just noticed my list did not contain any male influencers. I really can't think of any. I'm sorry, but I feel like this is more of a thing with women than it is for men. Because who doesn't love a pretty girl? I know I love a pretty girl. I am but a victim of my own shallow emotions. But anyways, and I am not pulling this out of my two flat ass cheeks. It's as easy to notice as opening the comment section. If you open the comment section of a conventionally attractive influencer, you're gonna see a lot of compliments. Like body tea, she ate, she is eating. Body vodka because tea is not strong enough. Or things literally just like, you're so pretty, heart eyes emoji. And a lot of things from middle-aged men, but you know. But if you open the comment section of a not very conventionally attractive influencer, you're gonna see less comments on the appearance and more comments about the actual content of the video. Not saying that people on conventionally attractive influencers' comments don't talk about the actual video. And buried at the bottom, or maybe at the top if you're on Instagram or TikTok or something, you know, with less nice people, there's going to be insults, there's going to be image comments of something grotesque or ugly. Just overall a cesspit for all the worst people, or people who think they're safe to insult someone just because they're under the guise of social media. And besides people just being assholes or, you know, just commenting on a really pretty person, this is an actual, you know, human nature phenomenon. Someone being attractive signals to the brain that they have good health, genetic fitness, and high social value. And our ooga booga monkey brains who used to only care about, you know, reproduction go like, hey, I like this person, I'm gonna follow them. There is also a thing called the halo effect. People assume that more attractive people are kinder, you know, better individuals than the less attractive people. You know how in old Disney movies, the main protagonist, usually a princess, is portrayed with a beautiful face, full lips, and an hourglass body? Meanwhile, the villain is portrayed as not that pretty. It's kind of like that, except we don't really know who's the good person, who's the bad person. We just kind of assume. The complete opposite of what I just explained is what happens when you see an unattractive person. They assume a person is unhealthy, has diseases. You get the gist, right? And obviously, you do not think that much about it, nor does it particularly influence you to, you know, voice that aloud. It's just our subconscious. Some people take it way too seriously and completely avoid any unattractive people altogether. But I'm Monicopsis, this is my channel, please subscribe and maybe leave a like. Bye bye!